Hey everybody. So this is our last example of solving systems of equations that are non-linear in nature. So here we have y equals and y equals. So remember, we're always looking for an x or a y that has a coefficient of 1, which in this case we have both. So what we'll do is we'll take either the top or bottom and substitute that quadratic everywhere we see a y in the other equation. So here I'll take x squared minus 6x plus 10, and I'll substitute that in for y here. So I have x squared minus 6x plus 10 equals negative 3x squared minus 12x plus 5. Now remember that you want your quadratics to be equal to 0, so since this x squared is negative, it's probably going to be a lot easier to move it to the left. That way your leading coefficient is positive. So let's add the 3x squared, the 12x, and the 5. So what we do to one side, we have to do to the other. And we'll get our new quadratic of 4x squared plus 6x plus 15. Now remember, anytime you have your quadratics and you're trying to solve, the easiest way here is going to be to factor. Now, since there's no greatest common factor to pull out here, and your leading coefficient is greater than 1, you're probably going to have to do the AC method, which means that I'm going to take this 4 and this 15 and multiply them together to get 60. Now I have to think, are there two numbers that multiply to give me 60, and when I add them, I get 6? And that answer is going to be no. So this quadratic is not factorable. So now I need an alternate solution. So I need to think, is there a method or is there something I can do to find the x-intercepts of a quadratic that does not involve factoring? And you may remember the quadratic formula. So with the quadratic formula, you have your three variables, a, b, and c. So a is always going to be the leading coefficient, b is the middle number, and then c is always your constant. So everywhere I see an a, b, and c in my quadratic formula, I'm going to substitute in the 4, the 6, and the 15. Remember, when you're doing this, you are not substituting in the x squared or the x. We are only concerned with the coefficients 4, 6, and the constant 15. So here we have negative 6 plus or minus the square root of 6 squared minus 4 times AC, so 4 times 15, all over 2a. So here we'll do a little bit of simplifying. 6 squared is 36, and 36 minus 4 times 4, that's 16, and 16 times 15, 36 minus this product is going to give me negative 204. Now already we ought to see something that's kind of throwing us off here, and that's this negative. Remember, anytime you're taking the square root of a negative number, you're going to have imaginary solutions. So here, since I have imaginary solutions, that means that these two graphs cannot intersect. So with this particular example, we have no solutions. All right, that's going to be all for this video. I hope that you found it helpful. If you have any questions, please make sure you leave them in the comments, and we'll see you all in the next video.